Hi folks, here we are at Hershey 2023. This is the AACA Fall National Meet in Hershey, Pennsylvania. This is the largest swap meet in the world. It's a must-do, a bucket list for anybody into old cars. 21 miles up and down the aisles. That's not including the auction or the car corral. So we'll show you what we find, and we'll go from there.
You know what? I heard about that.
There's a Ruxtol Model T rear.
20 minutes. I'm gonna go buy that. No, I walked away. I'll come back in 5 minutes. It's not big bad. It was 20 minutes. Yeah. Yep. Okay. You don't see many of those. Well, I have to call them. No, it's just gonna be a.
Lots of early Model T parts. This booth looks like it's mostly Packard parts. The shock absorbers, all rebuilt, different parts for them. Kinds of replacement parts, Packard. Studebaker sign there. Look at all the advertising signs in there. Lots of them. This is a vintage Chevy club in there. This is what I love to see, the stuff driving by. Locomobile. New Jersey plates on it. That one's all the way from Canada. Nice brass tee. Morning.
Even when I called this morning, I said, I really don't. Sounds like when I talked to Hershey. 6 hours. Yeah. I don't want to drive 6 hours and you change your mind. No. He said, I gotta sell it. I don't want to do it there, but I gotta. You know what I mean?
Woody wagon door back there. Now Woody looks like it was in a fire up at the top there. 38.9 Ford wagon, it says. Nice 37 grill. Pedal cars. I like the chine wrecker there. He's got a bunch of wreckers. It's made by Hercules Chine Company. It's a Wayne 60 gas pump there. 4,500.
It is a reproduction. Okay, sounds good. Talk at you. Yeah. See you on the road somewhere. Yeah, okay. Best price around.
Well, yeah, it's always ice cold too. It's very cold. I'm surprised.
That's what I like.
Nice replated grills here and stuff, Chevy truck grills. Guy's showing off his chrome here. Bumpers. We're in the red field here. This is one of the many fields. There's like 5 fields, I believe, at Hershey right now. See a lot of signs, oil cans, all kinds of stuff. Tons of car parts, gas pumps, you name it. Look at all these bikes. Boy, there's a lot of them here. Look at that little miniature banana seat Schwinn. Little Tiger it's called. Really small. Cool wagons there. This is quite a bike here. Look at the sprockets on there. Double. Nice early racing bike there. Notice the handlebars on it. '1901 Pierce. Oh, that one's a shaft drive. That's pretty cool. Notice no chain. It's got a shaft drive with gears. Got wooden wheels. This one is a 1885 Columbia high wheeler. Toy trucks. There's a Buddy L right there. This is a Buddy L Jr. It's a little moving van. It's not an easy truck to find. Spark plugs all over here. Lots of spark plugs. These are little advertising toys. Those are the AC spark plug horse toy. Hubcaps. Model A sedan there, two-door, 5500. .40 Mercury grills, I think there. Those are hard to come by. Ford dash.
Oh, I got snacks up.
Nice mascots in there. Some Model T stuff here. That one was 2200 sold. The other one up front there is sold too. Lots of Model T parts. This is Lang's Model T. Don Lang runs this place. They're in Massachusetts. They're good friends of ours. If you need any Model T parts, he's a good guy to go to. Got a Model A Roadster here. See what the price is. $22,000 on that one. Looks really nice. It's a 1913 Model T Speedster. Brass radiator, brass headlight tops, the wire wheels. There's the price tag. That's a fun car right there. The monocle windshield. This one here's a Studebaker Touring. It's 1915 Studebaker. Price is $22,000 on that. Looks like a good Survivor. Notice the speedometer is way over there to the right on the dash. That's a nice car, nice solid body. Just a good Survivor. Look at the ride-on horse there. That's pretty cool. Coin operated.
All up and offers. Don't like the price on it, make an offer.
Some old-time race cars here. 5,500 on that one. This one's built off a 39 Chevy Coupe. Got a 256 cylinder in it. That's 5,500 as well. Here's a 58 Ford. This one's also 5,500. Got a Chevy engine in it. Monster Joe's used auto parts, it says on the tail end. A lot of history to these old race cars. It's fun to see. Sure be fun to drive one on the track. Look at this Model T truck here. Hard rubber tires. In Jackson, New York. It says on the sign there. Semi Model T. I don't know if I've ever seen one. Cast wheels. Tag on it there. chain drive. Got a wooden cab on it. That's really cool. They've been driving this around the place. Runs good. Just a really cool little truck. Notice the hub here, or it drives out. It's like there's an axle in there, and they've got a chain driven to another accessory axle. Turned into a much heavier truck with different gearing. That's really cool.
This is
Got another Model T, brass, 1912. That one's sitting there running. Watch him pull out here. There they go. This one is a Simplex. This is a pretty impressive car. All really nicely restored. Right there in New York. Look at the restoration on that. That is nice. Notice the right-hand drive. Some early cars made in America are right-hand drive. Got an unusual cowl light. Nice brass lights, brass horn. That's a really impressive car, a really valuable car. They had this running earlier, but they were having some coolant problems. You can see they're leaking out some antifreeze there. Maybe they'll get that figured out. Model 480 6-cylinder sedan project, 9 grand. Got wire wheels on it. Nash has a twin ignition, so notice all the plug wires there. A nice little 39 Ford Deluxe there. Sedan. $21,750 is the price. Runs real good. Looks like a nice car. I always love the front of these. One of my favorite designs right there. Look at that. Over by the stadium here, this is the red field. This video will probably be kind of mixed up. We'll, jump around from field to field, but right now that's where we're at. Just seas of stuff here. You can walk your shoes off at this place. If you want it, it's here somewhere.
The only thing I ever knew was keep these up, and I was putting in coming out straight.
If it's not here, you don't need it. The entire swap meet is on pavement, so that's good when it gets rainy or whatever, because it won't get muddy. Well, this show used to be on dirt, and boy, it would get really muddy. Now it's all on pavement. Makes it a little harder to set up tents, and a little harder on the feet, but overall better off. Nice and level. $7.50 on that Piedmont sign. $7.50 on the Schlitz. $12.50 on the Texaco. 55 Ford parts there. Look at that mower. Don't get your toes caught in that one. It's a heavy duty mower. Got a little wheel in the back there to hold it up. There's an exercise machine to shake the pounds off.
Can you come bring us money? We ran out. I need you to Western to do money. What's that about Tinder? It's like that Netflix thing. There was a place in Tinder. Oh, they focused on New Jersey. It was all states and stuff. I just happened to be in New Jersey.
Now that is a fancy chair there. That's the President model. Barber chair. Look at that. Real deluxe model. Don't know that I've seen one of those before. This here is our buddy from New England. It's Carl Weber. He was into the Hudsons big time. If you need Hudson parts, he's the guy to contact. It's him sitting down over there. But he's big in the Hudson Club. There it is, right next to the Hudson Essex Terraplane Club. Look at that 34 Terraplane. 5-window coupe. Look at the Art Deco. Like a sunburst on the grill. Just a great looking car. Suicide doors. There's another Hudson coupe. This one's a 8-cylinder Commodore, the big one. It's a 42. Good looking car for a 42. Hudsons were not cheap in the day. They were close to the price of a Cadillac. And they drove really nice. Just good cars, good quality cars.
That's a plant. You put dirt in there, you put it.
Good looking 28 Pontiac Phaeton here. Massachusetts plate.
Yeah, I know.
No price, but there's the phone number in the window. Kind of a nice Survivor. Good driver quality, got wire wheels on it. It's a nice looking car.
Wayne says they're having trouble finding the floats. They find a good carburetor, they'll take it apart. There's an NH right there. It's in there. The float's in there.
Some safety devices. Any theft for your car, you lock those right on the tire, on the wheel. Good looking little engine there.
Okay. I thought you were talking about like the Facebook page.
Okay. Post. So what you do, like I said, once you got it all laid out,
Yeah. Here in this space, yep. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you much. I have a 28 max.
Nice trip lights there. Those are accessories. Those are good looking driving lights. $7.75 for the pair. This guy's got a lot of fire collectibles, hoses, lights, all kinds of stuff. There's a 1930 Willys Knight. These are interesting cars. They have a sleeve valve engine, Knight engine. This one comes out of Michigan. Looks like a real nice original. Looks like original paint on that. A trunk on the back. Bumpers. Wire wheels. Good looking car. This is a Model T conversion into a tractor. Another history on it here. Holford Company, Illinois. So the 1926 Model T, 4900. You see the conversion kit here. They take the body off and turn it into a tractor. Get some different gearing on it, heavier wheels. Here is a Model T trailer, barn find it says. And a wooden trailer made up out of Model T parts. This is the Franklin area of the swap meet. They have an area here where most of them congregate. This is a 1931 Franklin. These are air cooled. So they don't have a radiator. It's like a bogus radiator in the front. This is a great looking car here, good classic style. Looks like an older restoration. Got a tip out windshield, you can notice it for some ventilation. Nice big taillight on there, dual tail lights from New Jersey. Nice little 62 Skylark convertible there for $14,500. His and hers Schwinn pants are there, Springer front ends, those are nice. Prestone thermometer there, porcelain. There's a Whizzer. Whizzer made their own motorbikes, but most of them are a bike like this. This is a Roadmaster, then they added on the accessories from Whizzer, fuel tank and engine and stuff, and made it a motorbike. Bloody old fire truck there, ladder truck. There's another Brass Era Model T. This one's a Thomas. It's an early Thomas. Notice that's right-hand drive. A basket on the side to carry some stuff. Look at the radiator out front there. Single headlight out front, a couple cowl lights up on there. Smooth tires. Here's your carburetor right there if you need to adjust it. Right out there. There it is, the E.R. Thomas Motor Company, Buffalo, New York. It's a nice early car. Some more nice early cars here. Another Model T, brass. Good looking car there in dark blue. All pinstriped. Illinois plates. Over there is a 1903 curved dash Oldsmobile. It's got a price tag of $59,000 on it. There's a Rambler. Jeffrey Company's Rambler, made in Kenosha, Wisconsin. That company went on to become Nash, and then later on American Motors. But Nash had bought up Rambler and Jeffrey Company. This is an early one here, 1904 Model H. Original price $850. That one says for sale. Don't see a price on it. Well, this one's impressive. Big Pierce Arrow for sale. 1913 Pierce Arrow, 66 model. Look at that. That's a monster. 37 by 5 tires. Show you a little Ford pickup driving by. Got a good sound to it. Have a patina truck. Oh, here comes another car. They got a traffic cam here. That's a Dodge Brothers Touring. That one has a price tag of 12 grand on it. This Pierce that's really something. That's right-hand drive as well. Some of these early cars do have that right-hand drive, like I've been telling you. Got a bulb horn. That is an impressive car. That is a tall car. I mean, that thing is way up in the air. Pierce Arrow were made in upstate New York. This one looks like it's out of Utah, it says on the plate.
He moved into our town, so he's close to us. Oh, okay. He was an hour away. Yeah. We see him every day now. Oh, that's good. That made my days.
Don't see the price on that one to tell you, but I can show you the phone number. Jump around over here. There's a good looking motorcycle here. Indian. Look at that. That's kind of all sweaty and barn fresh from the looks of it. Patina. That's pretty cool. That'd be fun to ride around. Boy, that's quite the alarm there. Siren, double-ended, big electric motor in the middle. Looks heavy. All kinds of miscellaneous tools at this vendor. Check out this Packard over here. It's a 33 Packard. This is a project car. Looks like a lot of work's been done, but I've got a lot to go. $49,000 our best offer. Says it's mostly complete. That would be a really nice car done, but that's a long ways from being done. But notice how much wood is in one of these early cars. It's just a skin of sheet metal over the wood. Lots of woodwork goes into that. Here comes that locomobile again. We've seen this one driving around a couple times. Sounds really nice. Early brass locomobile. That one's right-hand drive as well. There it goes. This guy has some interesting stuff, a lot of fans and oddities. There's an electric training motor, 650. Little steam engines and stuff. Got some cool stuff. Look at the little salesman sample or miniature radiator. That's pretty interesting. There are a lot of foreign people here, different languages, as people from all over the world come here. When I say this is the biggest swap meet in the world, that's no exaggeration. This place is huge. So it's a must-do for any car enthusiast. Our video will just scratch the surface. I mean, there's lots of it that we're not catching on the video. We're just doing some in here and there in the highlights and stuff to give you an idea of what it is. But I would suggest anybody comes here and also participate, you know, set up at the swap meet, involve yourselves.
Either I can put him on the phone or he's by. He'll be back.
All of this interaction is what makes it possible.
Yeah.
There's a good looking Buick here. Kind of in a dark green. Buicks are nice cars back in these days. This one's a 1948 Roadmaster. The engine's all done up there. So it's called a sedanette. This one's $49,995 is the price. This is much like the one that we had found at the at one of the videos we did. We found a 1950 Buick sedanette. It's kind of a fastback model. Notice the hood on the Buick just rocks to the side like that. You can open it from either side. Just a great looking car. A couple Ford projects there, a Model T and the Model A cab. Some wire wheels there, that set's $3,500. Ford pickup running boards, 33 or 4. There's another Buick, 53 Skylark. That's a great looking car. They are really nice. Got the wire wheels, great body lines. Now that one needs to be restored, but that would be a great car restored. They also have a 46 Chrysler Town and Country there, 18 grand project. That's a Woody convertible. The Buick looks like it's 20 grand project car. This is an impressive booth of toys here. Lots of cast iron, lots of Thimbledrome race cars. Look at them all. I like the little Sinclair, that's a Marx, modeled after a Studebaker cab over truck. With a nice Sunshine Biscuit metal craft. That's quite a truck there, that cast iron moving van. There's some nice big pressed steel there. Buddy L, Sturdy Toys, got them all. Kind of a purple one there is a Cork Graham. Those are really nice. That's an amazing collection of toys, really. See a couple more early cars over here. This is an early Packard. Brass era. That's a nice car. You don't see too many of the early models like that. Across the aisle over here, we'll jump over across the aisle and got a couple more early cars over here. This one's a 1903 Locomobile. This one here's for sale. Looks really nice. All restored. Notice the registration number on the light there. It's a great looking car. Locomobile was one of the top manufacturers back in the early days. Look at the rear axle on that. Got full elliptic springs, an exposed chain drive with a couple brakes on there, differential. Got leather fenders on it. Really nice. Here's the price on that. $110,000. That's a steam car. I've also got a sign here with a 1910 Stanley steamer. There's another early car here. Look at the cycle fenders on there. Those are metal ones on this. That's a Gray and Davis lights on there. Here's a sea of early license plates. Look at some of these. That one's a rare one. 37 Hawaii, 36 Alaska. Got some really cool license plates, but look at them all. Just thousands of them, boxes and boxes, every state all organized. Got some nice ones in the case here, porcelain. These are all porcelain too over here in these boxes, quite a few of them. There's seas of them. An ICC number. Got that one, Junk, Connecticut. Here's a nice car. This is a Studebaker Avanti. 1963, supercharged 4-speed. These were really fast cars. They set some records with these. 43,000 miles on it, original. This looks like a really nice Survivor. Vonti tag there. That was Studebaker's supercar of the day there. Just a great looking car. This one's priced at $49,500. See the interior. Padded dash. Fasten the seatbelt, it says. There's a manual transmission, got the clutch pedal. That would be a very fun car to drive.
Sorry? That's here by the green fenders. What's that off of?
Okay.
Look at all the old highway signs, route signs, interstate signs. I like these. I've got a few of them. I kind of collect them a little bit. You got a lot of cool stuff there. Road signs, street signs. A lot of license plates there.
Some 33s, Saskatchewan, Alberta.
Or it did work.
It did work.
Model T project truck up there. 29 Pontiac coupe for sale on the sign. There's a lot of ignition parts here. This guy's got all kinds of early ignition parts if you need them to get your cars running again. All kinds of brushes and stuff in there. Nice original Survivor. Looks like a 33 Ford. Two-door sedan. Boy, that is nice. Original mohair and stuff in there. That is a nice Survivor. A good solid car. Spare tire on the back. Like the motors in there, all nice and clean. Probably have it running. Good looking car. A Model A Roadster pickup over there. There's a wide bed for a Model A, that's pretty rare. Here's our buddy Mark from Wisconsin. He gets lots of cool stuff. Railroad passenger cars, really cool. Well, I guess one's a baggage car. Keystone locomotive. Got a cutaway there. That's pretty nice. Sold. Both of those are sold. Oldsmobile salesman display. Some Harley saddlebags. These are cool.
I don't like the color. I feel with me, I do like a black and red or a cream.
This is banjo wheels.
You know, you have an option with that interior.
Yeah, that's new.
It's a nice oil can. Look at that one.
I'll tell you what.
Like a rocker can.
I'm not going to part it up.
Nice advertising.
Wheel pan.
Oh, I'm sure those are
$2,000 a wheel pan. Yeah. They're not fiberglass, you know. The engine is easily worth 30 grand. You wouldn't have to look at it.
Texaco restroom sign. Coca-Cola machine there. Spencer.
round robin.
You can do it after
Cars for sale there. Chrysler, Studebaker. Merle windshield frames here. This is kind of cool back here. He's got a 41 Chevy dealer poster. That's cool. Look at the high wheeler going by. Guy riding a high wheel bicycle there. A lot of entertainment here. This cool stuff you get to see riding it around. Cars, bikes, motorcycles, whatever. Nice signs there. Got a nice 35 grill there. 3,000.
Just put them out. Yeah.
It's a 32 Roadster. 75,000 on the Roadster. Some really cool stuff. Look at this bike here. This is an Ivor Johnson. I noticed the wind-powered engine on the back to push you around. You think they'd let that happen today with all their safety hazards? Kid would get caught in that or something, be suing them. That's a cool bike though. A little Evans bike. Those are cool boots with wheels on the bottom. Nice little breadboard there. Radio. Parker's checking out some more lenses for bezels. This booth has some really neat stuff. Look at this little miniature. Probably went on a carnival ride or something. Motorcycle. There's another motorized bike. Get on the rear wheel there, it's pretty nice. This is an early racing bike here. Maybe German? I'm not sure. Oh, this is an unusual bike here. I don't know if I've ever seen one of these. All wooden frame. Oak frame on that. Look close. It's all wood. Wooden wheels. It's made in Springfield, Massachusetts. That's wild. You won't see very many of those. This guy has some really nice stuff. These are hand-built models here, made out of wood. Got a cutaway gun display there. Nice clocks. Well, we'll skip down the row from here. kinds of radios there. Nice mirror there with a thermometer.
We had a 10 by 10. And I have a 12 by 12. See, the 10 by 10 you said is broken. No, we have 12 by 12.
37 truck grill.
This is 10 by 20 and we have 12 by 12. Okay. Does that make all the difference in the world? Well,
950.
right. You have 10 by 10. Like that thing is like 8 by 8. Yeah. You have 10 by 10. You're never in the shade. You're always.
Yeah, this is cool. Ford sedan delivery.
Outside of humanity.
That's a cool car. Look at the patina on that. Just a Survivor. Looks like they got it up and running. Sedan deliveries are kind of a commercial vehicle for plumbers, electricians, stuff. It's like a little panel wagon of sorts. Look at that Pierce Arrow going by on a trailer there. There's a 32 5-window, all restored. A V8, 62.5 on that. Well, there's Coker tires, big semis. If you need tires, that's the place to go. We'll jump over to the next field from here, I think. Nice little Ford, advertised in a greenhouse. Ford pickup F100. This here is a 1931 DeSoto Roadster. That's nice. For sale, $49,000. Look at that. It's an older restoration. Senior winner, 82. Got the rumble seat, spare tire on the back, Connecticut plate. That is a nice car right there. All in good condition. Flathead 6. Boy, that's a nice car. There's the guy's info if you want. Well, here's a whole tent full of tools. Boy, they have lots of them. Look at them all. Tables and tables of them. Look at all that. Thousands of tools. Grease guns, wrenches, you name it. People just rooting through it all, seeing what they can find. Valve spring tools, pickle forks. Look at them all. Hubcap wrenches. Look at all that stuff. Amazing pile of tools. You know, it's getting so if you want a good tool, you got to buy an old used one because everything today is just made in China, garbage. Throwaway. These old made in America tools, they'll last a lifetime or multiple lifetimes. Well, we're going to go up over the bridge. There's the bridge, goes over the road there. And we'll get over to the other side. The green field's on the other side. We'll get up on top of the bridge, show you a view. Well, here we are going over the bridge. Here's the roadway. When we go home, that's the way we go out over there, up 39. That over there is the Chocolate Field North. We're in Chocolate Field South set up. That over there is the green field, which is where we're headed. So we'll catch up with you on the other side of this bridge. Here's a Hudson Wasp. 28.5 on that with a visor, 4-door. Pretty nice car. Good colors.
So it was 76, 77 in that range. So I would have been, I was 52.
The Chrysler Imperial. This one's 27. Oboe. Look at the taillights on that. Like little targets back there. Just a really cool car. You can see the guy's number here probably in his name. There you go. And we got a Pontiac here, convertible. This one's $49,900, our best offer. Looks pretty nice. Fender skirts on it. Good looking car. This is nice. Look at that. Steam tractor. Look at all the gearing in there. That's really cool. See what their price is there. Right there, $6,500. Big horns there. '29 Model A Woody there. Old oak wall phone there. That's what they look like on the inside for you people that don't know. It's got a magneto in there. You crank it and get a little power. There's batteries in the bottom. An old farmhouse. No electricity back then in the houses, so that's how you operated them. Nice old wrecker boom in there. A lot of nice fenders here. Quite a few new old stock ones. There's a Chevy truck there. A lot of these look like GM. Some Ford ones back in the back row there.
You know, and then I'll come back. We're not far, so come in. You were saying 20 grand? 21.
Oil cans, toy trucks.
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's such a gold mine, or it's such a...
Some early Ford parts here. Here's a cool little race car. That one's sold. Number 32. This is our parts hauling cart here, whatever we buy. We're over in the green field here. Came over the bridge and checking out this part of the swap meet.
We're still walking around, like I said.
Got a Studebaker here. 55 Studebaker President. 18,300. If you want to buy a classic car or a vintage car, this is the place to come. They have all kinds of them. All kinds of a good selection. Different makes, models, years. Or if you need parts for your car, this is also the place to come. No matter how rare it is, it'll be here. Not for sale, hands off. Old International. Hard rubber tires. Look at all these new old stock Harley Davidson parts. Piston pins, gaskets, rings, pistons. A lot of early Ford parts here.
It's my fault, not yours. Mine. No, I mean, it's my fault. Yeah, I didn't mean to. No, hey, you didn't know what I was.
Look at that double gas pump. That's pretty cool.
I told you what I sold it for.
I know.
I should have just kept it after I sold it. And you wouldn't have
No,
known,
we're here
right?
to sell, man. We're here to sell.
I know, mate. It's cool. I need slap.
That's right. I need the one
Yeah, I
slapping.
need.
That's right.
Yeah, we're.
The time to buy it-
2,500
the time
for
to buy
that.
it's when you see it.
Old sign.
Key bank. That's me.
They got some cool stuff here.
They're basically based out of Seattle.
Oh.
Look at these carburetors. Those are monsters. 850 for that one. All brass. There's the brass lights. Gotta check out that oil can over here. That's really cool. Looks like an oil rig. Marathon motor oil. Like the Pennsylvania. Look at that little glass jewels on the 23 there. 950. This is what you see at Hershey, top-notch stuff. Every booth has cool, interesting stuff. It's not like most swap meets and flea markets that you walk by 3/4 of it because it's nothing that interesting. This place is like you got to look in every booth because everything, well, people bring out their best stuff every year here. $800 for that Coke machine. $2,000 for this gas pump. That's a whole gas pump island right there. The Gulf one is $3,200. $32 for the Texaco. That's sold. Mobile sign $3,200. There's a Dodge van doors there, wall hangers with advertising on them. See what this is here. Look at the aliens are coming in here. There's one there, he's got guns. This alien here, he's having a good old time. Look at all the intakes, seas of them. Little fin valve covers, aluminum. What a pile of them there. You name it, dress up your engine with all that stuff. There's a Ford V8 stuff in there. Check out this Model A. This is a rare body style for Model A. I believe it's called the A400. It's 1931. Notice the slant windshield right there, you can see it. '31 grill, it's a deluxe with the cowl lights and everything. Very nice. Very nice car there. You won't see very many of those. They're very hard to come by. Look at all the gas tanks, or gaskets over there, sorry. Big gas tanks on the brain. All exhaust gaskets, all kinds of gaskets. Triple carb setup, Stromberg's 97s for a flathead. Not sure what that is. $400.
Yeah, I'm going to work my way back. I brought 10.
There's more nice mascots there.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Yeah, I'm just going to lay them all here.
This guy's got some advertising stuff.
The only one I'm worried about is the first.
There's a Chevrolet turret top, soapbox derby hat. This is kind of cool. Big advertising display sneaker. A few tools and stuff there. Steering wheels. These people here are closing up for the night. They wait all year and then they close up early. It always amazes me how people wait all year for a swap meet and they can't wait to go. Newell stock A-arms GM. Look at these nice spark plug displays. $2,700 for that one in the back. $3,500 for that one. Not exactly giving those spark plug displays away. Nice old cash register there, 1500. Well, people are starting to close up for the day, so we'll do some more filming tomorrow. This is going to be a multi-day process, and we'll catch you with the next round when we get going tomorrow here. There's a brush with a wooden front axle. There it goes. That's cool. Left a cloud of smoke there. Nice Ford there with a Continental kit on it. Just had to check this Packard out. It's a 34 Packard. Look at that. Now that's a real classic. Beautiful car. Notice the top of the grill shell matches the top of the headlights. That style, that's the Packard trademark. Just a great looking car. '39 Deluxe convertible sedan there.
Yeah, that's always the case.
23,000. All kinds of emblems and lights, manuals.
I would never fight him for
Well, I'll think on that Gettysburg thing. I like that. I'll see you later. Yeah, have a good night.
Some nice signs there. Got a little guy sitting on the body there. This is cool here. Schmidt's City Club Beer. Porcelain. Was a neon at one point. Kind of a cool Chevy. Little flatbed on it. Some Cameo Carrier pickup box side there. '39 Plymouth there. I think we saw that at Carlisle. $8 grand project. Chevy there. That's pretty nice. Got lake pipes on it. Fastback. It's a good looking car. It says for sale, but no price. To this side. Mercury convertible here. 48 Mercury Deluxe. Let's see what the price is here. $42,500. You guys want a Mercury convertible? 41 Studebaker. These are museum cars for the AACA museum apparently. They're on display here. 47 Ford, four-door sedan. And here is a 41 Pontiac Coupe. Those are all on display. Swing around here and catch this Model T out. Here's the Model T brass. This is the Hershey region AACA cider wagon. They sell cider and stuff here, apple cider. That's pretty cool. And we're headed back over the overpass here. There's the Giant Stadium there and the road. And over here is the chocolate field south. This is where we're at. We're kind of down in the middle over there towards the stadium down that way. So we'll walk over there, get back to our booth and show you some more on our next trip. And got a few nice cars over here. There's a Rolls Royce. Look at that. That's nice. Very nice. Up on tall wire wheels. A lot of aluminum in that. Here we are in the chocolate field again. This is Wednesday morning. Out for another day of exploring here. This is the chocolate field south, the same field we're set up at.
There's nothing, you know, because there might be one or two that are bad. But, you know, everything.
Brass tire pumps. Bunch of running board toolboxes there. There's a 31 Ford. There's the price there. $11,000 the best offer. 55 and 6 Ford stuff. That's a nice bicycle. It's a Pierce. It's got 900 on it. Tons of brass lights. That's a nice big brass light there, 95 bucks. Seems like a good deal. Some bicycle lights on the end there. Early carbide lights. Look at the skirt guard on that bike. Right around the chain and the wheel so you don't catch a skirt in there. Ford speedometers in there. Hi there.
How you doing, Bob?
Good, you?
A few more things sit out here, bud.
Sure. We'll swing by on the next, when we come up the next aisle there.
One time you were looking for the caps, remember you? Yeah.
Try to get the teachers union where the teachers have a choice, you know.
Nice buddy, all tow truck.
They did it in Wisconsin. They were working really hard to get it actually.
$32.50 for that pedal car. That's a nice original paint. A little teacup tricycle. Look at that race car. $7.50 for that. Oh, I like the car hauler. I think that's made by Marks. $425 with the load of cars on it. Nice little cast iron wrecker there. 6 1/4. Couple Tonkas mint in a box. $5.50 on that red one. Fire truck. Got a cool wheel guard there for a truck. Another one of those racing bicycles with the downturned handlebars. Oh, look at their oil cans here, nice. Duplex. Oh, look at this Packard. Wow, that's nice. Gotta love a Packard. Spectacular car. Look at the mascot on there, the donut chaser. Wow, that's nice. Here's the classic Car Club of America tent. They all pat each other's back there. Well, we'll continue down the aisle. '28 Model A there, $12.5.
Yep.
$5,800 on the Harley. A lot of Ohio plates. Check this gas pump over here. Tokheim 39 tall. It's got some rust up in the top. $975. Don't seem too bad, but needs some rust repair. Like the Sidco sign, that's pretty cool. Reminds me of Fenway Park, Maryland. Here's another Model A. This is a 31 two-door sedan. Looks pretty nice. Here to sell. No reasonable offer refused. But no price. There's a carnival game, that's pretty cool. Cast aluminum. Texaco restroom sign, another one. Honda motorcycle, 1975. It's $4 grand. The 64 Comet Caliente convertible, 4-speed car, 289. Pretty nice, 14.5. Here's a Sinclair dinosaur.
Hershey meat posters are available in all Hershey regions. Souvenir posters.
2200 on the dinosaur.
David Snyder at the AACA trailer on the North Chocolate.
Jump over to this side here.
9 a.m. till 4 p.m. Hershey meat posters are available
Nice
in all
T-Bird
Hershey regions.
convertible there, 65 grand, AACA winner.
The posters can be signed by
These
the
two I
artist
believe we
David
saw over
Snyder
at Carlisle.
the AACA trailer
This
on
is
the
the
North
Packard
Chocolate
Woody wagon. That's a nice car.
9 a.m. until 4 p.m.
65,000.
Also, the AACA library
You
is
couldn't
open
restore one for that.
4 p.m.
That one's all ready to go.
AACA library is open from
Really
8
nice.
a.m. until 4 p.m. today.
Here's the Marmon Club for the Marmon automobiles. Ooh, look at the bikes over here. You got some nice banana seat bikes. Polo bike. Look at the seat on that one. Morning. Schwinn Fastback. '46 Plymouth engine there, board 40 over, 900 bucks. These turn signals are cool, flipper style. The Blondie's missing the head, but that's a rare car there. Kinds of pennants and signs and all kinds of cool stuff in there. The old power wagon going by, that sounds good.
Let's go, get it back. Come on, move. I'm not trying to get going here.
Nice Model A seat there.
The signs up, Pete. There's traffic.
I'm trying.
Signs go up first, Pete.
Here's Pittsburgh Pete there.
Brothers trucks full, so it's not a real full. That one we seal. The whole thing's sealed. If you own that one, you gotta pick it up. You're like, well, they rust. They're just, I don't know.
That's their buddy Pete from Iron City Garage in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He's got a few visors there and a Ford sign. He's not really set up here so much as he was at Carlisle. I recognize these. My first antique car my dad bought me when I was about 12 was a 1940 Nash to work on. And there's the rear fender for one right there. New old stock. 300 bucks. This is cool here. Boat engine. $28.50 for the price.
Anyway, what's his name? You know, he lost to Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz lost. Right, yeah. This guy is
Little MG. 20 grand. Guys, Buick parts. All kinds of Buick parts there. A nice Buick convertible here. This one's a 1978 show winner. Older restoration. It's a 51 Buick Roadmaster convertible. 79.9. Really nice car. Nice 32 car grill there. 2600. Alka-Seltzer. Look at all their nice reflectors there. Got a price on there, Parker?
Yeah.
A lot of DAV tags. Disabled American Veteran. Those were done back in the 40s, 50s, 60s. I don't know when they stopped those. Some of them I think are even in the 70s and stuff. We're way out on the tip of the chocolate field south here, way at the end of it. Been putting off walking down here, but we finally got down here.
And got lunch, ordered in subs. Yep.
Yeah. I know that. I'm not worried about that. I just want to know if you could use them. I'll get them to you. Okay?
Cool stuff out here. Model A Phaeton. 18.5, it's a 31 with hydraulic brakes. 31 has that painted insert there, that's how you can tell a 31 pretty quick. It's a pretty nice car, you don't see too many of the Phaetons. Got some nice grills here. 32 truck grill there. 37 car and truck grills there. All Fords.
That's the ones that have money. That's the stuff that's popular, even as it goes. It's funny because
Quarter midget chassis there.
Okay, I'm thinking about it.
Nice little Kingsbury Sunbeam Racer.
easy to get us back there.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Here's the National Woody Club right here. Got some parts and stuff, and they got a Woody here. We'll check out the. It's like a Ford truck Woody. This is made off of 46 Ford 1-ton. They call these a jail bar grill. They're not for everybody, but some people really like them. Much of the wartime styling for these factories weren't great because they were spending their time making airplanes and guns and stuff and not making good looking stuff. But some people really do like these jail bar Fords. And that's a rare one right there. It's a 1-ton Woody wagon on a truck chassis. Getting a good crowd today here. Tomorrow's the last main day of it. Tomorrow's Thursday. So you're right in the middle of it here. The big crowds will be here today. So I'll do a little filming in the morning here, and hopefully before too much crowds. The old exercise bike here, chrome seat on that. Got a few of those. Those are a brake bleeder tool. Chevy truck parts. You get a lot of these, but these are priced a little out of my range there. $300 each on a door and $350 for a core support. Got quite a collection of Packard grills here. This guy's a Packard guy, 1934 to 24 to 34. Packard parts, buy, sell. Into the classic era. Look at that big oil pan there, all aluminum. This is cool. It's an L29 cord grill. Those are front wheel drive. That's why there's that big pumpkin right in the grill, because that would be where the front differential sets. Really nice looking cars. The first, well, yeah, I think they are the first front wheel drive. 68 Honda CL350 for $3,000. Nice race car body there. There's some nice signs here. Nice big Oldsmobile. Porcelain. Boy, that's in nice shape too. Double-sided porcelain. Like the Chevy sign there. It's an interesting sign, that Chevy one. You can see it's been redone at some point. There's a Chevy bow tie under the paint, so at some point it was redone back in the day. Got some nice visible pumps here too. Some air meters back there. There's some cool stuff, all kinds of gas pumps. This kind of stuff here is really gone crazy, you know, price-wise. Anything advertising, gas station, soda, any of that kind of stuff has really gone up in price. These are all replacement parts for gas pumps here, globes and decals, and this is KC's Cool Fuel in Georgia. If you need parts, catch a hold of them. A nice Weiland intake here with 6 carbs, Strombergs. The carnival poster back there.
Oh, yeah.
Fire worshipper.
Yep.
Cadillac parts there, Cadillac chrome and such. Double and triple intakes there. 55 Eldorado, 5960 tri-power it says. Some really nice stuff there for Cadillacs. Pennsylvania plates, some signs. $5 tarp. $1 tarp there.
Anybody getting the other side of that? How about it, Ben?
Hey.
I'm gonna come visit you someday.
You should.
This is the guy what's on YouTube.
Yeah.
In South Dakota. Walks around all those neat old cars in the middle of everywhere.
Whip around this way, and we're getting towards the end of this field here. This is the Chocolate Field South. And you know, like I say, if you're into this kind of stuff, come involve yourself. Come set up. Come see what you can buy. This is a great experience for anybody into old cars. Really a must-do. This is the biggest swap meet in the world, and well worth checking out. And there's also a big car corral we're going to do another video on, so you guys can catch that one too. Look at all these jacks. See all the brands were on there: Willis, St. Clair, Stearns, Cadillac, Lincoln. It's all the same jack, but a different nameplate on there, basically. Winton, Peerless, for whatever make of car you had. Those are back in the 20s. And you know, if you like these types of videos, you like old cars, you like old trucks, you like rusty stuff, we go to swap meets, we go to auctions, we go to ranches and junkyards and all different kinds of videos. So, you know, please subscribe to our channel, give us thumbs up, likes, comment on our videos, and all these things help promote what we're doing and will help us learn what people like and do more of these videos. So please, you know, get involved that way too on our channel. And this will do it at the end of the swap meet here. Once again, this is the Fall AACA Hershey meet, and there's a car auction. There's a car show, which is a real high-end show where people like to get AACA first prize winners. And there's a car corral and the flea market or swap meet. So come check it out at some point.
Oh yeah.
And we'll do a little follow-up here at the end of this video of the things we bought and found at the swap meet, and that'll be the end of it. Okay folks, this is the end of Hershey. Pretty much there's the rest of today, but as far as buying goes, that's pretty much the end of the buying we're going to do. So I'll show you a few of the things we got. We got a nice International Scout tailgate there with the IH on it. And we got here, I'm mostly looking for smaller stuff. I did buy a few grills and stuff which aren't in here, but most of the stuff we got is in here. So I'll show you some of it. You can get in a little closer. We got some cool stuff. These are 39 Mercury taillight ends, shifter knobs. This is a cool one here. It's got a lady's face in there. There's a whole box of shifter knobs. Got a Plymouth hood ornament. These are Chevy truck headlight stands. Got some Chevy car headlight stands. This is like a 51 Ford truck gauge. This stuff here I got from an old timer. It's a bunch of new old stock windshield pivots. Some rumble seat steps for a 20s car, and a bunch of brake pedals and stuff in there. In here we got a whole box of emblems. There's some nice emblems in here. Some of the oddball makes. See, Essex, Jewett, Chrysler, Chevy, Graham Brothers, Buick. There's a V16 Cadillac. This is, I think, a DeSoto. This is a nice one here, Dodge Brothers. There's one off an early Renault. McLaughlin Buick, that's Canadian. Another Dodge, it's a nice one with wings on it. There's just all kinds of them. The Graham Brothers, Buick. There's a Ford one. There's a Page, a Durant, Essex, Plymouth. This is a nice one too, Hudson Terraplane. This is a nice one, Graham Brothers with the faces on there. So anyway, I got this whole box of emblems from the guy. I also got this box. There's 9 of these. These are Balsam auto locks. This one doesn't have the key, but most of them have the key like this. It goes around the steering column and you lock the steering wheel, so it's an anti-theft device. But these are early. These are 1920s. So there's 9 of those. This one's a little different style. There, car lock it's called. There's a whole box of those. These are these are 40 Chevy truck headlights. These are some new old stock Chrysler trunk hinges. Gotta clean them up a little bit, but they're never used. These are the little windshield wiper towers right here. 4950 Plymouth. Those are new old stock. It's a little squirter deal for the windshield wiper. These are Ford truck headlight bezels, like a 46. Ford truck glove box door. Here's a Dodge glove box door for a car. Let's see what's in there. Oh, this is a whole box of like clearance lights for a camper or trucks. These are a bunch of 36 Chevy pickup truck parts. There's all kinds of door cranks. These are the rebuild kits for the window regulators. This is a passing eye mirror. It's got 2 mirrors on there, so if you look in one, you can see the other one and see what's out in front of you when you're passing in traffic. This is a Ford gas pedal. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff in here. These are exhaust cutouts. There's a spotlight, an early 20s spotlight there, clamps onto your windshield. This is a pull-out accessory light. It's got a retractable wire in there. These are pretty nice. There's a pair of these. There's a second one here. These mount on the spare tire of a big classic car, you know, a Packard or Cadillac, something like that, for a mirror. This is an International truck hood ornament. These are kind of unusual. These are short. These are for the cab over Ford, like a 48 to 50 Ford cab over truck. Here's a Ford glove box door for a Ford pickup. These are kind of nice. They're a spotlight. Right there is the name, you can see that. And what you do is you cut a hole in your windshield in a 20s car, and you put this through it, and you tighten these nuts up against the glass on either side, and that would stick out the windshield, and you could hold this like a pistol grip, and that was your spotlight. So we got two of those. There's another one. Here's another exhaust cutout. This is a nice old 20s mirror for a truck. And this is a pull-out cigar lighter. Right there, there's the lighter. So that'll go on a 20s car. Put your cigar lighter in there. These are Newell stock stainless garnishes for a Ford, like probably a 46 or 8 car, I'm guessing. Nice waterfall for a Ford truck, 41. Ford glove box door there for like a 35 or 6. Some headlight bezels. This is a sedan delivery 35 or 6 rear window garnish. These are Model A Ford. They go around the rear quarter windows on a 2-door. These are for like a Suburban, a Chevy Suburban or carry-all. They're kind of rusty, but they're hard to come by. So I've got a whole set of those. There's 3 of these. These are the bullnose for like a 46 Chevy truck. There's some smaller stuff here. A locking gas cap. This is a Scout hood latch. These are a couple of knobs for Ford glove boxes. Chevy radio delete. This is a spare tire lock for a Chevy car. These are windshield hinges for 35 Ford. This is a emergency brake extension handle. You clamp that on there and it gives you a little extra leverage. We got some nice international gauges here. There's 4 of those. Those are out of a Scout. Here's a 36 Ford headlight bezel or lens. Got these for my car. These are 33 or 4 Ford sun visors. Got a nice Ford banjo wheel. These are Ford trunk hinges. Got a couple pairs of those. This is a Chevy taillight bracket, 31 Chevy. These are 34 or 5 Chevy truck. The other one's complete. This one's missing the lens and bezel, but they got the pedestals on them. Those are a good item. This is a Lincoln V12 6-blade fan. There's a Model A windshield frame. We got one more out there that we bought here. This one is a short one. That's for the Victoria. These are for a 36 Chevy or a 46 Chevy car. These go onto the taillights. We got 2 sets of those. There's some Newell stock Chevy truck door hinges. Here's a 36 Ford headlight. This is a nice trip light here, accessory, and it's a commercial painted one. This is kind of a cool clock right here. Goes on the dash. These are, I believe, are off a camping trailer. Macomb trailer coach. I got 4 of those. They're like stamped copper. That's the international horn button there. We got a red early horn there. There's some carburetor and some more stuff in that bag there. Here's a little hood ornament I got. These are windshield wiper towers for GM. And this is really nice. This is one of my good finds. It's a Lockwell. It's a what they call a fat man wheel. They flip out of the way so you can get in the car, then flip it back down. And it's a locking one. Right here's where the key goes in there. And it's just like really mint original. This is aluminum here, and this has got the original finish. You can see the crackling in it. Just a really nice steering wheel. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, you know, and give us a like, a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and give us comments on this stuff. Tell us what you like to see, what you don't like to see, whatever. And we'll be doing a lot more of these types of videos, so just keep keep watching us, and we'll do what we can.